What's going on? Um, Want to speak on some connections here. Got to keep whooping on this dead horse, man. Till there's no horse to whip. Uh, but you know how the Indians, man, they have these tales, man, where they talk about things like talking to the animals and the animals talking to them, or the animals having um wars with each other and things like that. And a lot of people just out of pure ignorance, dude. It's really what it is, man. Churchianity ignorance would say, "Oh man, that's the devil, man. That's paganism, man. That's paganism." But if you read the Book of Jubilees, it says that back in the times of when Adam first came out of the garden, that man actually talked with animals, and animals all had voices, and they all understood one another. Like there's a part in Isaiah, I think it says that the lamb will lay down with the lion, and the child will put its hand on the hole of the adder, and it will not be bit. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when it was like that already, supposedly, and people are just so ignorant of it that they don't know. You know that it's like this. Jubilees, man. And Jasher and Genesis, these three books, dude. If you put them all together and look at them side to side, man, it gives you such a more grander picture of what things are, and and what they were. Remembering the days of old. Here's the thing, I keep showing you the Native American connections to the Bible. Uh, it's like you see Adam and Eve, like their first skins. It says that God showed them how to make clothing out of badger skins. It said badger skins. You know what I'm saying? And I know how Indians love to hunt uh different things for their pelts, for their hides. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing about it too. There's a particular tribe in the Bible, and it says they shall have fringes on their garments. And if you look at the natives of North America, not all of them, I mean, are 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 maybe the same people, but these people from the Bible might have taught all the Indians certain things about that they learned. You have these two connections here. You can follow the corn. You can follow the corn to Joseph in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And how the Indians had corn and how it was so revered. You know what I'm saying? And well, and then you can also Indians were also they found rice, wild rice. They collected wild rice. They said it was wild rice, or was this rice actually carried over here from times in Asia? You know what I'm saying? You see that you can follow these two like things. It's like there's something called the X group halogen, and it says that it's most greatly found in America in the Great Lakes region. And they said this particular gene goes right to the Ark of the Covenant in the original, like the roaming Israel, when they had the Ark, the tabernacle, and they were walking it around from place to place. I mean, you even look at the Indians, how they set up. They set up this little tent, and only the high priests are in there at first, until you know what I'm saying, and then everyone else is on the outer court. You know what I'm saying? It's set up in a circle. It's uh instead of the cross, the box cross. You know what I'm saying? Configuration. Well, I mean, at least from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure totally. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speculating here, but it seems like these customs are based on that, and it's just people don't want to look at it. Like the Indians talking about all the Manadao. You know what I'm saying? Which means the spirits. Okay, like the Indians were so aware of the spirits, dude. But I mean, so was the writers of Jubilees. and Jasher. They were aware of demons, spirits, all kinds of entities. Like there's like angel just means messenger. There's like many different classes of beings, and the Indians were aware of it because if they are those that were fringes on their garments, that means they were instructed by Noah and Enoch. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, and the reason why they hate Enoch, Jasher, and Jubilees, it seems, is it because they come out to be more of a Christian doctrine, but they also show that someone's been lying, like about the Zionist, the Zionist deception also gets dismantled because they don't, there's no remembrance of their other tribes. Well, then how can you be the people of the Bible then? You know what I'm saying? And here's the other big crazy thing. If the Native American are those that wore the fringes on the garment, they lied to us all along that we actually are lineage directly linked back to the Bible, and it was hidden from us, man. The thing of it is that your enemy brings you the part of your history that you lost yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you not being able to recognize it because of the language, culture barrier. You know, but now, generations later, I can look back on it and see like, oh my gosh, man. Yeah, there is a connection. It's undeniable. And I think I even heard this, okay? Gad, it said Esau was going around and he was buying soldiers, like kind of like the first Pharaoh guy did, to get the consecrated ground. This guy was coming to get Jacob's land, basically, and he was employing all the local soldiers from all the Nephilim tribes. And it said that 60 men of Gad went and warned Jacob that they're like Esau's on the way and he's got all these men and they're gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? And it said basically they warded all these guys off. You know what I'm saying? There was a fight. Never heard that before, or if I did, I didn't remember it. But then I was like, whoa, now that's even more. Just correlations, man. It's nothing. It's not. This isn't a question of just salvation here, dude. Common salvation. This is digging into history, remembering the days of old, freeing ourselves from this mental prison and bondage that they've taught us by this false history, man, that we've been indoctrinated in, and how it totally is inverted, man. It's 2 + 2 = 5 all the way back. I mean, and it's almost like history is a sausage skin, and as they're implanting new false information, the real truth, old information, is being pushed out of the back. You know what I'm saying? In this day of all this technology, it's like they show you that we're constantly propagandized with shows like CSI and how they do all this exquisite work on all these crimes. But then where were the CSI on 9/11? You know what I'm saying? Where was they then? Or where were they when they threw Osama in the ocean? You know what I'm saying? We can trust these people and what they've told us. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, that whole talking with the animals and shit, that actually refutes Darwinism. That's another reason. Listen, you can't have psychology, you can't have Darwinism if you have Jasher Jubilee's Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Because the belief in demons, devils, angels, entities, that now psychologists get paid to give you skits meds if you see angels or demons or entities. And another way, you don't believe in Darwinism. That's another way to get yourself chemificated. You know what I'm saying? On some dumb 'em down pills, some suicide pills. Uh, but it's crazy, man, that just people are unaware of these things, and they've been out there all along. You know, just it's just for some reason they were hidden and kept and it just kind of kept in the back, kind of as it's like, all right, listen, when you run out of your bag of tricks from the Bible, the King James, whip these out now, and it's like giving you extra weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple, like all right, listen, if that didn't get him, hit him with this and this. A threefold cord is not easily broken. Where three witnesses agree, there lies the truth. You know what I mean? And we got all these countless numbers of witnesses. Uh, and God also says in there, in the Bible, many times, he talks about he hid the people on purpose. It was like, for one, it's for their sins, but in the long run, it's to the benefit of the people. You know what I'm saying? I think even Gad has said it. It's like, they shall be a troop shall overcome them, but in the end, they shall overcome. You know what I'm saying? It's like it talks about someone who gets overcome by their own basically strategy, and but in the long run they're restored. You know what I'm saying? To where they're supposed to be. And it's it just sucks. It's an uphill battle fighting with people with heavy indoctrination, man. Uh Indians included. A lot of Indians would consider me a heretic, a traitor, a race traitor. Oh, why are you following the white man's religion? It's not a white man's religion, dude. I mean, what are you talking about? Catholicism? I'm not a Catholic. You know what I'm saying? Look into the roots, the real roots of the Bible, my friend. You know what I'm saying? It's got a lot darker roots than they want you to believe. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the main focus here, dude. Through this Willie Lynch skin color deception that we all have, it has divided and conquered, and the devil has won more souls through this trickery than anything else, dude. So I don't even like going to the. I don't like playing the race card on people. It's we don't. A lot of these things are very obscured anyway, dude. You know what I'm saying? And Trey Smith made the best video that I've ever seen, dude. That quells the race issue. It's not even really race. I'd call it ethnicity. Different ethnic groups have different traits, because it's just like, look at the Russian fox experiment and how they made all these different kind of foxes, man, in just a short time, and all these different variants in the just core genetics. There's so many different variants, just like in humans. But let me think here. Yeah, man, but there's a lot of deception and trickery in the whole race thing. But the Trey Smith thing, that the part that's relevant is that he showed in the Great Pyramids, it showed that there was red slaves, there was white slaves, there was brown slaves, there was yellow slaves, and there was black slaves. That's what's important. All races were prisoned, or were living in a matrix, and that's where the word matrix comes from. This Egypt exodus, slavery, uh, building busting rocks for Pharaoh. This is the matrix. This all comes from this same mythos or historical. These historical points, man. All people were oppressed alike. You know what I'm saying? By the matrix system, the womb, the form, the formula, the format, the schematic, the societal programming, indoctrination, the lies, the trickery, the same church exploiting ignorance of the people and taxing them for it was being done then to them as it is being done to us. You know what I'm saying? The same mental slavery that's on us was on them. They had it too. They didn't believe that they were slaves. They didn't believe. They didn't believe Moses. They didn't believe in God, and they saw all these crazy things, and they still just didn't know. They were that deeply indoctrinated and programmed.